Hello, listeners, and welcome to the Smile Podcast. I'm Court the Poet, and I'm here to bring you another interpretation of a poem I've written. My purpose is to provide context for poetry that is S spiritual, M motivating, I intellectual, L learning, and E entertaining. This poem is called Before and After Us. Those who came before us fought to pave the way. They gave us the blood of life so we could have better days. Now the responsibility is up to us to grab the torch, accept the fight. We can't let it stumble and fall, knowing things are not right. Those who come after us need to be shown the same desire to feel the convicting passion and run without getting tired. The responsibility, too, is up to us to look at both generations and balance the scales of justice, giving toil and sweat to our nation. In the middle, we hold the mantle with the burdens the weight bears. We can no longer be apathetic. There is no time to be scared. It's a task that proves heavy, the scroll of duty immense. It's a battle for our very lives. So much hangs in the balance. In the middle, we continue to run forward with determination we press. As we pace ourselves in this time, our role with perspective we assess. We shoulder the weight for those past the prime to carry any longer, and we hold the torch for those after us who will run the race when they're stronger. The purpose of this poem. This poem reflects on a tradition shared across the world, the passing down of knowledge, wisdom, values, and resources from one generation to the next. It is also rooted in the spiritual mandate to leave an inheritance for our children's children. Throughout human history, elders have taught younger generations the lessons needed to survive, grow, and succeed. They have passed along rules and laws, family history, recipes, herbal remedies, practical medicines, principles for living, and many other forms of knowledge. These gifts help prepare children for adulthood. Even as our children make their own decisions, they carry the guidance their elders have already placed in their hands. The relay race of generations. If I could describe this process with a metaphor, I would compare it to a relay race. One runner begins carrying the baton forward until it is time to pass it to the next person in line. That runner continues the race, then passes the baton again. This process continues until the race is complete. In many ways, life works the same way. From the beginning of humanity, each generation has carried something forward and entrusted it to the next. My place in the race. When I think about the generations in my own family, I see myself somewhere in the middle of the race, running with the baton. I listen to my parents, but I also wish I had spent more time sitting with the elders in my family, learning our history. When I was younger, I did not feel the passion for our lineage. However, as I've grown older, that desire has become much stronger. Now I want to know more about the lives of those who came before me, how they lived, how they died, what they endured, and what they passed on to my cousins, relatives, and me. Carrying the family legacy. My parents' generation is now their 80s and 90s. In our family, they are no longer planning or hosting the reunions. That responsibility, that baton, now belongs to my generation. We carry on the traditions while holding on to and honoring what our matriarchs and patriarchs have given us. As my generation gets older, we are near the end of our stretch around the track. Some of us are growing tired and need rest, or will need rest soon. As we prepare to pass the baton, we can see my children's generation in the next lane getting ready to run. They see us coming and they're already beginning to move. When we reach them, we pass along a baton that's filled with history, knowledge, life lessons, finances, wisdom, and the values needed for living. They take it and continue the race just as we did after the generation before us. If we're blessed to live long enough, we will one day watch them grow tired and pass the baton to those who came after them. This race will continue until time itself is no more and we finally stop running. And this concludes the Smile Podcast for this time. I hope that in the poem, in the context of the poem, I was able to provide something spiritual, motivating, intellectual, learning, and entertaining. See you on the next episode. Bye-bye.